Hey friends, today we're talking about what the heart is really saying. Well, several years ago, I wrote a book called I Never Heard My Dad Say. And in there, one of the chapters is what the heart is really saying. And now that I'm an adult and I have my own children and I have a relationship with Jesus and I have a little bit of revelation and wisdom and I spent a lot of time in prayer, praying about my dad and the things that the Lord has showed me, I realized that my dad wasn't just angry at times. He just didn't know how to express his emotions. He didn't know how to say what his heart was really saying. I think we can all probably say that, right? How many of you, you're trying to protect your children, you don't want them to go down the wrong way, so sometimes that comes out in anger. You're like, don't do that because I told you not to. It's not that you don't love your children. As a matter of fact, you're upset because you love them so much and you don't want them to go down the wrong direction. You don't want them hanging out with that bad influence, and so they get grounded or you take things away from them. Sometimes we don't know how to express our emotions because we don't know how to express what's in our heart. When we were young, when I was young, my brother and I, whenever we got near the road, we lived on a really busy street where this mechanic shop was on the corner, and they were always racing cars up and down the road because after they fixed them, they would go and test drive them. But the reason why my dad would get upset when we got near the road is because my brother got hit by a car once, and we nearly lost my brother. We could have lost my brother. And so from that point on, if we got near that road, oh my goodness, my dad was flipping out. And he wasn't like beating us or anything like that, but man, he would go from 0 to 100. And it wasn't that my dad was angry at us, but he didn't know how to say to us, I love you so much, and every time you get near that road, I'm so scared of losing you. Friends, what if we were to stop and have the emotional intelligence to tell our family, to tell our spouses, to tell our children the real words, or the real emotions that are in our heart? Man, I'm so afraid of losing you. I'm so afraid of this happening that the reason why I act like this, or the reason why I respond, it's because I don't know how to express what's in my heart. Can you imagine if we were able to express what's in our heart rather than come out in anger? It would be a different conversation. It would be a different atmosphere in our home. And so, friends, I encourage you today to work on that emotional intelligence and speak what's in your heart. Don't just let the anger, don't just let those words come out that are biting, that are arrows. Because the truth is, you're not trying to hurt anyone. What you're really trying to do is protect them. You just don't know how to express that. I recommend you get my book, I Never Heard My Dad Say, and it'll help you get to that healthy place to be able to share what's really inside. All right, friends, this is a big topic because what's in our heart is really what we feel. It just doesn't get translated right when it comes out of our mouth sometimes because we just don't know how to do that. Or maybe we grew up in a volatile home, and so the way we respond is the way we grew up. If you grew up in the military, guess what? You're going to talk to your family like this sometimes. If you don't have the emotional intelligence and help them understand what's in your heart is not really what's coming out of your mouth. So let's line up our heart with our mouth and do it the right way. All right. I Never Heard My Dad Say will help you. Go to alifetransform.com and get that book. All right. I'm going to see you next week. Bye-bye.